Well, good afternoon and welcome to Over the West Nurseries. It's a beautiful summer's day. The temperature's a little on the toasty side, but thankfully there's a nice breeze blowing through, and that's helping to keep yours truly here a little bit on the cooler side. But one of the things about summertime, of course, is that it's the time when we spend most of our time outdoors in our gardens. And if you're looking to have really nice perennial color in your garden during the summer months, then there's some spectacular varieties that have been developed from native species that you might want to think about adding to your garden. Take, for example, some of these beautiful varieties of the coneflowers, Echinacea. Beautiful, really good, spectacular, really good breeding work has gone on over recent years. But here on my right hand side is a variety of the Little Indian Pink, a variety known as Spigelia Ragin Cajun that I'm really delighted to tell you about now, because this is a really spectacular selection of a little native plant that's found from Maryland south all the way down through Florida. The original species grows in the edges of woodland and alongside stream banks. But this particular variety, as you see, is really good because it is dense, compact, vigorous, and very free flowering. In fact, the best form of the Little Indian Pink that I've ever seen. Add to that the fact that, as you see also, the color of this is more of an orangey red as opposed to scarlet red that comes from the native species. This is a variety that was developed at Walter's Gardens from a selection that was found by Tony Avent in 1999 when he was on a botanizing trip to St. Francisville, Louisiana. It was there that he discovered this exciting form, and it's from that Walter's Gardens then developed this variety, which is now vegetatively reproduced, which is why when you look down this batch of plants, you'll see that they are all very even and uniform and very free flowering. In fact, this is the freest flowering form of the Little Indian Pink that I've ever seen. Now, it's hardy to zone 5B, so it will grow almost anywhere within our region. It is a plant that will grow either, remember the edges of woodland gardens, either in light shade or in a sunny location. It's very adaptable, but it does best in humus-rich soils. And of course, when you plant it out like other perennials, make sure that you water it well until it gets established. One other little tip I will mention to it, and that is that when you plant it out first, don't be worried if it seems to sit for a while. It's a plant that often doesn't appear to grow that much above the ground at first. But while the top isn't growing, underneath it's quickly establishing a good strong root system. And that's the stuff that when it overwinters during the winter time and then in springtime will emerge with extra gusto because it's established that root system. So just give it a little bit of time after you plant it and you'll see then that it will grow out extra strong and vigorous and then give you lots and lots of these gorgeous tubular flowers that come up, as you see, with this very distinctive star-shaped yellow center. Now, the other thing that's important to mention to you about this variety, and indeed even the species itself, is that it's very attractive to hummingbirds. So if you have this in the garden, they're going to come to feed on these tubular flowers, and butterflies will be coming in too. So really exciting to tell you about this wonderful form of a little native Indian pink. This is Spigelia Ragin Cajun.